Hey, I'm Lucas. At 22, I carry the essence of my roots from just outside Portland, Oregon. Life here feels achingly mundane, rain falls softly, coffee brews, and the world is alive in vibrant green. In my third year of college, I chase a business degree, uncertain if it's truly what I desire. In a cramped apartment with peeling walls, I share space with a roommate who barely exists, lost in his girlfriend's world. I'm often alone here, just me and the silence. I drive through the night, delivering pizzas, just to keep a roof over my head and food on the table. It lacks glamour, yet it provides enough. The simplicity? I embrace it. Accelerate, unleash, endure. Calm and collected. It began like any ordinary day. Orders piled high, a dull ache throbbed in my head from a night lost in a gripping crime documentary. I snatched my car keys, pulled on my worn hoodie, and stepped into the cold, relentless drizzle. The same old story. The initial deliveries felt ordinary. A family bursting with lively, chaotic energy. Two teenagers, their gratitude unspoken, lingered in the air. A man who left an unnervingly large tip. Finally, the final call of my shift arrived. Extra cheese smothering large pepperoni, a feast of indulgence. The address lay in a serene, affluent area I seldom visited. I thought, this will be quick. I arrived at a stunning two-story house, its landscaping flawless and inviting. It seemed ripped from the pages of a magazine. I approached the door, box clutched tightly, scanning the receipt one final time. I knocked, heart racing. The door creaked open, and my heart stopped. A woman stood there, radiating the kind of beauty that could grace any magazine cover. Perhaps 40, or maybe just a touch younger. Uncertainty loomed large. Her red hair cascaded in soft waves, framing her shoulders with a fiery allure. Green eyes locked onto mine, electrifying the moment. Her grace silenced me, leaving me momentarily lost for words. Her cream sweater clung softly, contrasting with the darkness of her jeans. Simple, yet profound, her presence shifted the very air around her. I cleared my throat, heart racing, and somehow blurted out, "Your pizza?" Her smile was slow and knowing as she took the box from my hands. Our fingers brushed, igniting a fire within. She tilted her head, eyes piercing mine, and said softly yet firmly, "If you're brave enough, stay." My heart nearly ceased to beat. My thoughts raced, desperate for a solution. Could she be serious? "Are you challenging me?" It hit me like a bolt from the blue. I was frozen in time, every second stretching into forever. She radiated control in every way. She exuded confidence, calm and collected. She relished my visible unease. Heat surged through my cheeks, igniting a fierce blush. I laughed, a nervous tremor in my voice. Shaking my head, I stammered, I should go." Endless deliveries. She shrugged slightly, a smile lingering, as if she had known this would be the outcome all along. "Suit yourself," she said, warmth fading as she retreated inside. The door shut softly, sealing away the moment. I lingered, heart pounding, echoing the words in my mind. "If you dare, remain." I rushed to my car, heat rising in my cheeks, mortified by my own clumsiness. I convinced myself it was insignificant, a strange, fleeting moment. Stop analyzing. Just feel. The remainder of my shift passed in a haze. Her face haunted my every blink. That smile. It pierces through the darkness, igniting a fire within. That voice haunts me. That night, I stumbled home and fell onto the couch, her thoughts consuming me. It was absurd. She was a customer, a stranger, older, totally unattainable. I fought against it, but it clung to me, relentless. Her memory lingered on. Days passed in silence, each one blending into the next. Life slipped back into its monotonous rhythm. Endless classes, relentless studying, late-night delivery runs, and lonely microwave meals. I fought to erase that bizarre, shocking moment from my thoughts. Yet, sometimes, I'd catch myself lost in thought, her voice echoing in my mind. Only the fearless should remain. I convinced myself it was merely an odd coincidence, a peculiar customer, bursting with humor and charm. Nothing else matters. She was older, much older, and completely out of my league. I thought our paths had forever diverged. On a Saturday afternoon, the sun broke through, piercing weeks of relentless gray. I stepped into the park, seeking solace, hoping to find clarity in the rustling leaves and quiet paths. The day was deceptively calm. The air bites. Children's laughter, couples strolling with dogs, and joy echoing through the air. With my earbuds in, I was lost in playlists until a sound stopped me cold. From the shadows, she emerged, capturing my gaze. I stood still. She stood there. The lady. Ava. I hadn't learned her name, but deep down, I felt it was her. Text fiery red hair, ablaze in the sunlight. She walked with an effortless grace. With her head held high and a calm demeanor, she exuded a sense of ownership over the very ground she walked on. In a simple green jacket, fitted jeans clung to her form, while a scarf hung loosely around her neck, hinting at untold stories. I was consumed by fear. I averted my gaze, feigning interest in my phone. My heart raced wildly. What were the chances? Portland was a place of contrasts, neither vast nor minuscule, but alive with stories waiting to unfold. I urged myself to move forward, to avoid the strange, to simply continue. Yet, I was powerless. I couldn't help but look over my shoulder. She felt it. In that fleeting moment, everything changed. Her smile pierced the silence, not the playful, teasing smile from that night at the door, but a warm, sincere one that pierced through me. She approached, each step heavy with unspoken words. Steady and purposeful, my heart raced uncontrollably. I yanked out my earbuds, forcing a calm facade. "Hey," she said, halting just a breath away from me, "I've seen you before." Words caught in my throat. "A few weeks back, I brought you a pizza." Her eyes sparkled with realization. "Exactly. The quiet courier. I wished to disappear into the earth itself." "Yes, that was me." Her laughter was a whisper of joy. It was neither cruel nor mocking. It was gentle and warm. "You always left." I averted my gaze, feeling the weight of her stare. "I doubted your sincerity." "I existed." Her voice, a gentle whisper, held an undeniable strength. She tilted her head, eyes piercing, and asked, "Are you busy?" My eyes widened, caught off guard. "No, not at all. Come, walk beside me." It was a command. It felt like a command, yet it was wrapped in calmness and warmth, leaving no room for refusal. As I stepped beside her, we moved slowly down the path, surrounded by towering pines and vibrant tulips bursting with life. The conversation began with a playful ease. She probed into my school life, my job, my future after graduation. She was in publishing, mostly freelance editing. After her divorce, she fled to Portland, seeking a new beginning. She had a way of calming my restless heart. Age was just a number, the connection was electric. Her wit sparkled, her intelligence shone, and when she listened, it felt as if my words held weight, resonating deeply. Suddenly, laughter erupted within me, a rare spark igniting after weeks of silence. She shared wild tales of bizarre manuscripts, where authors believed they were divine gifts to the literary world. I shared the chaos of food delivery, spilled sodas, wrong orders, and the strange customers that haunt the job. With each step, my anxiety faded away. We paused by a tranquil pond, ducks gliding softly across the surface. She faced me, tucking a stray lock of hair away. "You stand apart from the others," she said, her voice heavy with meaning. Heat surged to my cheeks. "Is that really a good thing?" Her smile returned, soft and knowing, a blend of comfort and vulnerability that left me breathless. "It's truly remarkable. There's something captivating about shy guys. It's adorable." It was unbelievable, the words pierced through me. Her words caught me off guard, a rare gift from someone like her. I stood frozen, my shoe nudging a tiny rock, lost in a whirlwind of thoughts. Ava's hand dove into her bag, her fingers trembling as she grabbed a notepad. With urgency, she scrawled a message, tearing the page free with a swift motion. She thrust it into my hands. "Her number." "Text, I don't do this often," she confessed, her voice trembling, "but something about you makes me want to take that leap." The paper trembles in my grip, disbelief washing over me. Before I could speak, she leaned in, her lips brushing softly against my cheek. What happens next is up to you, she whispered, her voice trembling. She turned and walked away, her calm elegance piercing through me. I stood frozen, heart racing, as her silhouette vanished into the trees. I stood frozen, eyes locked on the number, heart racing in disbelief. A part of me ached to chase her down, part of me froze in disbelief. I stumbled home, the paper gripped fiercely in my hand, my mind spinning. Uncertainty gripped me, leaving me lost in a storm of confusion. The tiny note lingered on my nightstand, a haunting reminder for days. I'd grasp it, gaze at the number, then let it slip away. Words failed me. Fear didn't grip me, not in the way you'd think. Fear gripped me at the thought of that number, the unknown paths it might unveil. I had never experienced anything resembling a true adult relationship. The girls I met in college were brief, yet unforgettable. Ava, however, felt a shift within her. Confident, elegant, shrouded in mystery, she made me feel alive. For nearly a week, the phone felt like a weight I couldn't lift. I drifted through my days, a mere shadow, school, work, late-night deliveries. Yet, she lingered in my mind. Her smile ignited something deep within me, her attentive gaze held my secrets, and that soft kiss on my cheek lingered like a whisper of hope. On a stormy Thursday night, I clutched my phone, inhaled sharply, and pressed the call button. My thumb lingered over the screen, time stretching endlessly, before I finally tapped call. It rang. Just once. Twice. My heart pounded. 3 times. Each one a heartbeat, a moment suspended in time. Just as I was ready to end the call, her voice pierced through the silence. Hi there. In that fleeting moment, time stood still. Hey, it's me, Lucas. From the park, a delivery arrives. A fleeting moment, a soft laugh pierced the silence. The kind that knotted my stomach with a thrilling ache. I thought you had forgotten me, I exhaled, anxiety gripping me. I nearly did. I'm relieved you held back. Her tone radiated warmth, sincerity cutting deep. Shall we share a meal tonight? My throat constricted. Just like you. Absolutely, Lucas. Stay with me. I swear, I won't hurt you. A smile broke through, easing my nerves ever so slightly. We chose a tiny Italian restaurant downtown for the next night. Sleep eluded me as my mind raced through every haunting possibility. On Friday, I gazed at my reflection for what felt like an eternity before stepping out. My mind raced, paralyzed by choice. It was either too relaxed or painfully forced. I chose dark jeans, a button-up shirt, and my only good jacket. I arrived early, standing outside the restaurant, my phone trembling in my hands. The streetlights glimmered on the slick pavement, and then, she appeared. Ava. In a simple black dress and a beige coat, her hair tumbled in soft curls, framing her face with an air of quiet elegance, she approached, her calm grace igniting memories, and my heart raced to a halt. You look good, she teased, drawing closer. You look stunning, I gasped, caught off guard. Her smile melted hearts. Grateful beyond words. The dinner was a revelation, an unforgettable moment etched in my mind. Words danced effortlessly between us. We shared our passions, books, music, and the films that move us. She shared her journeys, her passion for vintage jazz, and her dream of penning a novel one day. Each word held me, spellbound. She had experienced a world I could only dream of, yet she always made me feel seen. Once, I admitted my fear of calling you. She tilted her head, intrigue sparking in her eyes. What? I never expected you'd actually want to see me again. Ava's fingers brushed my hand, sending a jolt through me. Lucas, I only gave you my number because I craved to see you again. Her touch ignited a spark within me. A shy smile crept across my face. We chose to walk after dinner. Downtown Portland at night sparkled with a haunting beauty. Neon lights flicker, cars whisper past, lovers entwined in silence. We stumbled into a tiny bookstore, miraculously open, and roamed the aisles, bursting into laughter at the absurd book titles that surrounded us. Time vanished, and suddenly, the streets lay almost deserted. Under the flickering street lamp, my breath hung in the cold air, a ghostly reminder of the moment. Ava's gaze met mine, her eyes warming with unspoken emotions. I can't bear for this night to fade, she whispered. I choked on my words, lost in the moment. My heart pounded. Come back to my place, she whispered, her tone thick with allure. Just to connect, to share whatever stirs within us, only if it feels right. I paused, heart racing. The familiar, suffocating rush of anxiety surged through me once more. I gazed into her eyes, hunting for a flicker of hope or weight. Nothing remained. Just warmth, pure and open. Her smile was soft, yet it pierced through the silence. Only the fearless should remain. The words crashed over me, echoing from that first night. I nodded, feeling the weight of unspoken words between us. I choose to remain. Her hand found mine, and we stepped into the night, my heart racing with a thrilling uncertainty, aware that a new journey was unfolding, though its destination remained a mystery. The journey to her home was otherworldly. Our quiet spoke volumes, a comfortable weight between us. We shared a silent bond, a feeling that neither dared to shatter the magic. Ava's fingers grazed mine, a fleeting touch, before she intertwined her hand with mine. It was instinctive, perfect, yet my heart pounded fiercely all the way. Her apartment stood just blocks away from our dinner, nestled in a historic brick building, large windows framing the ivy that clung desperately to the walls. We ascended the tight staircase to the third floor, and with a gentle click, she unlocked the door. Step inside, she beckoned, her smile radiating warmth. Her apartment was just as I envisioned, cozy, elegant, bathed in soft lamplight, with a whisper of vanilla in the air. Books crowded every corner, stacked high on tables, lined the walls, and teetered on windowsills. A small record player sat in the corner, a crate of vinyls waiting beside it. Make yourself at home, Ava said, shedding her coat and tossing aside her heels. She vanished into the kitchen, leaving a lingering tension in the air. I lingered, then drifted to her bookshelf, my fingers grazing the spines, each touch a silent question. She came back, a cup of tea in her hands, and everything changed. Chamomile, she whispered. It calms the storm within. I accepted the cup, a shy smile flickering across my face. Ava's laughter echoed softly, a fleeting moment that lingered in the air. I've seen enough to know. We huddled on the couch, tea in hand, whispers weaving our secrets in the dim light. Words flowed effortlessly, weaving through beloved authors, cherished childhood memories, and cringe-worthy moments that sparked laughter and nostalgia. The tea's warmth, the lamp's glow, and soft jazz wrapped us in a cocoon, making the night ours alone. The conversation faltered, hanging in the air. Ava placed her cup down, sank into the couch, and held my gaze in a heavy silence. Her gaze held me captive, and for once, I couldn't look away. Do you understand why I needed you to remain that night? She whispered gently. I couldn't believe it. Absolutely not. I still don't understand. Her smile was barely there, yet it held a world of emotion. Because you stand apart. You are real. Curiosity consumed me. I remain. Her hand grazed my arm, igniting a rush of electric shivers through me. I couldn't tell who moved closer first. Perhaps it was my fault. Perhaps it was her all along. In that moment, the distance vanished, and our lips brushed in a gentle, hesitant kiss. It deepened, a slow dance of hesitation, each moment heavy with unspoken fear. Everything else faded away. I'll keep it brief. What transpired between us remains our secret. It was an experience like no other. It was deliberate, yet charged with urgency. It ran deeper than mere flesh. It struck deep, raw, and profound, in ways I never imagined. We were more than mere strangers swept up in a moment. We were two souls who met at the perfect moment, completing voids we never realized existed. Time slipped away, the city hushed, and rain whispered against the windows. I lay beside her, my head on the gentle curve of her shoulder, captivated by her breath, feeling the rhythm of her chest rise and fall. Ava's fingertip danced on my arm, her voice a soft whisper. You gave me something I thought was lost forever. I shifted just enough to catch her expression in the shadows. What is that? Her smile lingered, eyes barely open. Despair? Or a flicker of light? Words escaped me. I lay there, absorbing her words, feeling the same deep connection. At last, the night's weariness overwhelmed us. We drifted off, entwined in each other's embrace, as the rain whispered us into a deep, dreamless slumber. The morning sun pierced the curtains, igniting the room with a fragile light. I awoke, absorbing the stillness and the haunting beauty surrounding me. Ava's face glowed, serene and ethereal in the gentle light. I lingered in that moment, acutely aware that this night, this sensation, could slip away forever. Letting go felt impossible. Ava finally stirred, her eyes fluttering open, and a smile broke across her face. Morning broke with her whisper. Morning, I breathed softly in reply. We lingered in silence, each moment heavy with unspoken magic. At last, Ava rose, her hand trembling as it grasped the robe. I'll make coffee, she whispered. She glided through the kitchen, every motion a dance of familiarity. Amidst the chaos of our surreal night, the normalcy wrapped around me like a lifeline. It was vivid, yet delicate, teetering on the edge of disappearance. We sipped our coffee in silence, sharing fleeting smiles that spoke volumes. I hesitated to uncover the meaning, fearing the consequences that lay ahead. I longed to be part of that exquisite, ephemeral dawn. Time slipped away, and a quick look at the clock sent a jolt through me. I had to leave now. Ava led me to the door, a silence heavy with unspoken words. I'm so glad you're here, she whispered. I nodded, a sharp pain piercing my chest. No words could capture it. Same here. She leaned in, her lips brushing against mine, holding the moment just a heartbeat longer. She stepped back, fingers lingering on my arm. She urged, call me. Absolutely, I breathed. Descending the stairs and stepping onto the still street, a smile broke free, unstoppable. Uncertainty loomed, yet in that moment, I rediscovered the thrill of being truly alive. The coming days were a blur of disbelief. I drifted through classes and work, a thrill bubbling beneath the surface. With Ava, I experienced a feeling unlike any other. That night held more than just events, it was a turning point. It was the bond, the solace, the way she truly understood me. I fixate on my phone, heart racing, longing for her name to appear. The day after, I texted her, had an amazing time. Can't wait to see you again. Silence lingers. I urged myself to stay calm. Perhaps she was overwhelmed, perhaps she craved distance. 2 days slipped by, then 4, then a week vanished. I sent another message, my fingers trembling with uncertainty. Hey, I hope you're holding up, can't shake you from my mind. Silence. Void. Emptiness. I reached out, but no answer came. The phone rang, relentless, until silence swallowed it whole. No message was left. I kept pushing forward, day after day. Each time, a void echoes, a silence that cuts deep. Each unanswered attempt deepened the ache in my chest. I relived every second of that night and the following morning, desperately seeking a mistake I could have made. Nothing was there. All had seemed perfect. After almost 2 weeks of silence, I realized I couldn't bear the uncertainty any longer. The address was in my hands. I would visit her apartment and simply observe. I convinced myself it wasn't madness, only a desperate need for closure. The air was cold and heavy as I approached her building, the sky a dull gray. The ivy clung to the brick walls, relentless and unyielding. The familiar creaks of the stairs echoed as she approached her door. I lingered outside, heart racing, summoning the strength to knock. When I reached out, silence greeted me. I knocked once more, heart racing, and held my breath. Stillness. I pressed my ear to the door, heart racing. The apartment echoed with emptiness, a haunting mix of confusion and desperation. I descended the stairs, drawn to the small office by the entrance, where the building manager often lingered. A middle-aged man, clipboard in hand and thick glasses perched on his nose, glanced up as I entered. How can I assist you? He inquired. Where's Ava? 3rd floor, corner unit, where stories unfold. I spoke, attempting to sound nonchalant, but my voice quivered just a bit. The man's brow furrowed as he studied his clipboard. Ava. Oh, you're talking about Miss Harper? She left. I blinked, breathless. What did you say? When will it happen? He scanned the papers, heart racing. A week and a half ago. Vanished without a trace. She settled the bill, returned her keys, and walked away. I stood there, paralyzed, struggling to grasp the weight of the words. "Do you really mean that?" I asked, fully aware of the truth lurking beneath the surface. He offered a brief, understanding shrug. "Apologies, kid." I'll wander down, lost in thought. The streets chilled, the sky dimmed. I lingered before the building, time slipping away as I fixated on her vacant window. She vanished, leaving only silence. Silence lingers, absence cuts deep. I'll never understand why. Did I cause this? Did fear grip her heart? Did she see me as merely a fleeting thrill? A fleeting moment, destined to fade away? I'll never find out. The days that followed were brutal. I stared at my phone, heart racing, fully aware it was futile. I wandered the park where our paths crossed, yearning for a glimpse of her, as if destiny might intervene. She was always absent. I finally gave up searching. I made myself confront the truth. Ava was a fleeting moment, not the entire tale. The pain was deeper than words could capture. But then it hit me. No regrets lingered, not even for a heartbeat. What we had was undeniable. It was fleeting, yet profound. In those fleeting moments, Ava offered me more than anyone ever could. She showed me the power of courage, the thrill of risk, and the truth that I was worthy of love. One late evening, beneath the faint glow of streetlights, I finally released my grip. A quiet smile crept across my face as thoughts of her filled my mind. Perhaps some souls are destined to drift away. Some people enter your life just to reveal what could be. Love, though brief, is undeniably real. Standing before my apartment door, I gazed at the night sky and murmured, "Thank you, Ava." I entered, determined to move forward, that memory etched in my heart for eternity.